Hello, today is the 19th of December. I had a very sinking feeling this morning that my son was in grave danger and has already been very, very badly tortured. I cannot prove that to you right now. It is a feeling that a mother gets, or a father, or a brother, or a sister. If you've ever had family that you love unconditionally and friends, you know what I'm talking about. In the last 4.5 years, I haven't been allowed to speak with my son at all. I only received text by different phone numbers, which I've reported on Facebook, and emails. I do not know if that's him or somebody that has taken all of his phones and emails. Today when I woke up, I thought maybe there's something I can do to at least make sure that he is okay. I called police department after police department, which all of that information is on Facebook. I tried to give you as much information in real time as I could on all the departments that I called. I called Lynn County, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I called Denver. And multiple times I called Florida 911 because no one else would help in my situation. After all those phone calls and calling missing persons in Denver, which I got a voicemail and not even a live person, I called the FBI. They hung up on me. So the FBI, when you're trying to report a missing person, will hang up on you. When I called my younger son, I got a knock on the door and I thought it was him. So I answered the door thinking it was my younger son. It was actually police. The police. 2 cop cars showed up. One of the police said that they were Mr. or Miss Miller. And the other one is the House of Saudi Arabia and Mongol bloodline. I didn't catch his name. I did take a picture. All of that is on Facebook. I gave them the phone numbers and the email of everything I have on my son. They do not have an address in Denver, and that's why the police refused to help me. The police even argued with me in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, that there was no studio there, no movie studio. They actually argued and said, there is no studio here. When I reported the fact that my son plays Eric Trump and his father played Mike Pence, the House of Saud bloodline, the taller cop, smirked behind his little mask. And then he rushed off to his phone in his car and said that he tried to call Dave Bowers, which is his bloodline. Dave Bowers is Steve Jobs, Steve Breyer in your fake Supreme Court. He has been running the studios, running the actors. He infiltrated my home at age 12 and lived in my home. That's why I have all the goods on that piece of shit. And that cop that just answered that call just now literally is the same bloodline. He's also the Mongol and the House of Saud bloodline, is the male that was taking the report. I gave them phone numbers of my son, emails, and I said, you know, I'm in my pajamas. You guys couldn't call me or anything. And he told me that Cedar Rapids called the police here and had a well person check done on me because I was reporting the truth. So that's why they were here. I reversed everything. I told the female cop, don't know if she's good, bad, or ugly, but I told her, yes, everything I do is public. That's why I'm taking pictures of you two. There has been multiple murder attempts against my children and I. Many of them did go to the news. Some of it did. The 22-year-old tires and the gunman trying to shoot us in a hotel in Iowa. All of that went to the news. they got the phone numbers and everything, and then they left. So as this unfolds, I'm giving you this information and the roadblocks I'm having, just trying to make sure that my son is safe, because I don't think he is. Hopefully he is, and I hope that he gets very mad at me that I raised such a ruckus. But that is the only way for me to know if he is okay. And in my experience, the only way to make sure he's safe is literally to blow the biggest horn in the world. And that's what I'm trying to do today. It's not to upset anybody, but they won't help me. And that's why I put everything on Facebook today. I put it on TikTok, some of the information, and I also put it here. And that's why they decreased my views on TikTok from 10,000 views a day to 9, maybe a couple of views a day, 2 to 9 views a day. That is the reason. So if my son is hurt, or even worse, murdered right now, these people are responsible for it, because they are the ones that literally cut my views so the world couldn't get it. So I could not warn the people to look out and watch out for my son. And if they're cutting my views and keeping me from communicating with the world, they're putting my children and my family in jeopardy, and I can't even help them because they have kept my views from the populace. Same shit, different day. I'm not the only one. So as we continue to go through this, I wanted you to know what was going on and why I did that today. I've been at odds in the last 4.5, 5 years because I don't know how to find out if my son is okay or not. And just recently, they took his information about Jordan Sather off of YouTube. He had a Destroying the Illusions website. And so now I can't even see him on the YouTube channel. I literally just got a visit from the devil himself. One of them thinks he's a devil. And he was the main torturer of the actors. So the actors aren't safe even at this point, but I need to know that my son is okay. And we're trying to find an address for him in Denver, Colorado. If you have any information, please call 727-269-1808. Thanks.